Hey, this is John, and first of all, I want to thank you for the video. I hope to answer some questions for you. 2 questions today. How to make money online, which I know that this is not going to answer that question completely, but you really asked what should you be focusing on. So let's talk about that. First of all, so it sounds like you're in a really great place where you've learned some really great stuff about how to run an online business, and one of the things that I think people don't understand is this is a technology business. You're on the internet. And people think you don't have to understand any technology to run it, and I don't think that's true. So I think it's great that you've learned FTP and HTML and some hosting, and you don't have to understand those things perfectly, but you've got to understand a little bit about them to run a technology business. So I'd like to actually know what program you're learning from. At this point, I don't think you should be focusing on any one tactic. I don't think you should be focusing on building a list or setting up a one-time offer or an upsell or a downsell or whatever it is, any given tactic. I think you should be focusing on understanding the business model that you're about to undertake from beginning to end. Make sure you understand this, everything about it, all the steps that you need to do to get you there. And I know I've said that before, but it's so important that most people skip this step. It's great that you know how to build a website, but what are you going to do with that website? What's the purpose of this website? What is a visitor going to do when they come to your website? Has someone else built this kind of website before and given you a model to follow? Because my experience is, as a beginner, you should not be trying to invent something new. It's really hard to succeed when you're trying to invent something that nobody else has done before. Try and follow a plan that other people have done. I know I've said this before, but in following that plan, make sure you understand beginning to end the steps you've got to take, so that you can be the CEO of your business and run the business yourself. I see so many people get stuck on the little details, like, I've got to build a list because the money's in the list, and oh no, my website's not collecting a list, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about building a list right now. Don't worry about setting up the one-time offer and the upsells and the downsells and the continuity. Right now, focus on making sales on your website. Focus on getting your website to do one specific thing, which is to get a visitor to your website and buy. Your job is not right now to get someone to your website to join your Facebook account and to follow you on Twitter. Don't worry about those things. Worry about understanding that visitor and getting them to buy something from your website. So here is a quick 5-step plan for what you should be focusing on. Number 1, understand the business model that you're about to undertake, and I've talked about that. Number 2, find a market, find a niche, and understand that people in that market want to buy from you. Make sure that they want to buy what you're selling, not just that they want what they're selling, because wanting it and wanting to buy it are 2 very different things. So make sure that they want to buy what you're selling. Number 3, make sure that your website works for that exact purpose. Not to have widgets on your websites because they're cool. Make sure that there's one purpose to your website, and that is to get that person to buy. And if that involves, incentivizing them or giving them something for free, go learn some conversion tactics. And which, by the way, I'll have some stuff for you over the coming weeks about how to accomplish that, how to get people to buy from you using bonuses, which is such a great tactic. That's number 3. Get visitors to your website to buy stuff, which leads me to number 4. Get traffic to your website. You can't know if people are going to buy unless you have traffic. So I think in my last video I gave a step-by-step process, a plan for getting some visitors to your website. Focus on getting some traffic to your website and see what they do when they come to your site. Last, number 5, follow the plan that you're following. You bought these products. Pick the one that you understand the best and follow the exact steps. I see so many people so often where they get this thing and they go through the steps and they don't understand this one, so they skip it, or they don't think that one's as important, or they don't understand one little detail of it, so they skip it. You really have got to understand everything and then implement every little bit of those details. Once you've done this, once you understand everything you're doing, and you've gotten someone to buy something one time, now you can go back and focus on all the cool things that you've learned about how to make your website so awesome. The last piece of advice is go outsource it. Go learn how to get other people to do this stuff for you. You can learn that at ReplaceMyself.com, and yes, it's a total plug for my own product. But seriously, this has been made such a big difference in my success over the years. Is getting other people to do the work for me while I just understood what the work was that should be done. Now, you've got to understand how to get other people, and hopefully it's full-time people in the Philippines, to do the work that you understand that needs to be done. you shouldn't be doing the work yourself. Again, that's ReplaceMyself.com. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope it answers your question of what you should be focusing on. And I look forward to creating more videos for you. And talk to you later.